When you hear about elite tech certifications, one name always comes up, almost whispered with a mix of awe and terror, the CCIE. It's often called the PhD of networking. But heading into 2026, is it still just a super hard test, or has it become something more?
It's absolutely something more. The PhD analogy is perfect. We're talking about the Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert, Cisco's highest level credential. It's not about just knowing how a network works. It's about proving you can handle the entire life cycle of a massive, complex enterprise network from design and deployment to optimization under fire.
So we're not talking about fixing my home Wi-Fi here?
Not even close. Think about the massive nervous systems that run global banks, cloud providers, or AI data centers. Companies don't just hire CCIEs for their resumes, they hire them as insurance. A CCIE is the person you call when every second of downtime is costing the company $1 million. It's one of those rare certifications where the return on investment is almost immediately visible in your paycheck.
Okay, so this is about more than just knowing a bunch of extra commands. What's the real difference?
It's the so what factor. A junior engineer knows how times to configure a router. A CCIE knows times, why times that configuration is critical for the business's multi-billion-dollar AI strategy. They are the ones who can look at a new technology and architect the network to support it, not just maintain the old one. It's a shift from being in tech support to being a business architect who happens to specialize in networks.
So, it's clearly the ultimate career goal for many, but the path to getting those 5 letters after your name is notoriously brutal. Let's break down the actual gauntlet you have to run to get certified.
Right. It's a two-step climb. You start with a written core exam that tests your theoretical knowledge on topics like architecture, security, and automation. But that's just the ticket to the main event.
And the main event is the the lab?
The legendary 8-hour practical lab. You have to pass this lab within 3 years of passing your written exam. And while there are no formal prerequisites like a degree, Cisco themselves strongly recommend having at least 5 to 7 years of real world, hands on experience before you even think about stepping into that room.
An 8-hour exam sounds like an endurance test more than anything.
It is. It's a pure test of stamina and skill. This isn't a multiple choice quiz. They drop you into a complex break fix scenario. They give you a broken network or a complex set of business requirements, and you have 8 hours to make it work perfectly, all while the clock is ticking. It's a place where just knowing the theory is useless. You have to do it flawlessly under pressure.
Wow, that's intense. But what's interesting is that you don't just get a generic CCIE, you have to pick a specific flavor or track, right?
Exactly. And this is where it gets strategic. You have to choose your weapon. There's several different paths like the classic enterprise infrastructure or security tracks, but also highly specialized ones like data center, service provider, and even one for global communication systems called collaboration.
I noticed a couple of really interesting ones on the list. The CCDE for design and the DevNet expert. They seem different from the others.
They are, and this is where you can see where the industry is heading. The CCDE, or design expert, is for people who want to focus on the high level business strategy behind the technology, not just the hands on configuration. It's about being an architect in the truest sense.
And what about DevNet? That sounds like it's for software developers.
It is, and it's a huge deal. The DevNet Expert track is all about network automation, APIs, and software driven environments. It signals a massive shift in the industry. The traditional network engineer who only worked in a command line interface is evolving into a network developer. If you choose the DevNet track, you're positioning yourself as the critical bridge between the IT infrastructure team and the software engineering team. You're the one writing the code that automates 10,000 devices at once.
That makes sense. So whether you're a coder or a traditional hardware specialist, there's an expert level peak for you to climb. Let's wrap this up with the core takeaways for anyone even thinking about this journey.
I think it boils down to four things. First, the CCIE is still the global gold standard for networking expertise. Second, the 8-hour hands-on lab is the heart of the certification. It's what separates the experts from everyone else. Third, while there are no formal prerequisites, don't even try it without at least 5 years of deep hands-on experience. And finally, specialization is everything. You have to pick a track like security or DevNet that aligns with where the industry is going, because that's where the most complex and valuable problems are.